Hi, my name is Newell Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to take a look at our 10-gallon grow bag and see how it's doing. This has African night crawlers in it. The worms have been multiplying really well. I've not seen any cocoons, but I think they look a little bit different for the African night crawlers and they're harder to find. But so far the worms have really taken over the system and done a great job of consuming everything we put in. And we're going to go ahead and add some more of our food output from our food cycler Eco 5 that we've been running, and continue to add more water and biochar. So with that, let's go take a look at this system and see how it's doing. All right, here is our BN Link 10-gallon grow bag. I've got the little bit of plastic on top here just to keep the moisture in. It looks a little bit dry, but that's okay because we do have this layer of cardboard here that is going to try to also keep that moisture in as well and absorb any extra moisture. Now, for those that are new to this system, I'm just going to pull this up real quick. We do have this sitting in a, a cement mortar tray with a grate down here to allow any extra moisture to get out. This is getting pretty heavy right now. But we're going to go ahead and move some of this stuff to the side and take a look at how it's doing inside. Now this system, as I said, has been doing really well. It is a little bit dry, looks like on top here, but let's go ahead and dig down and see what we can find. And right now, looks like there's a lot of worms in here again. Some big worms. Ooh, look at this. Now, these are African night crawlers, but look how large these worms are. They are big worms. They can get a lot longer. I've had them as long as my hand here, or about 8 to 10 inches. And they look like they are, this looks very, very dry. I'm going to have to really add some more moisture to this. Last time I had the moisture coming out the bottom of the system, but you can see right here, I mean, you can see how long these worms get. They get really long. They get a lot of energy when they have moisture, and they can really churn through some food when they have a lot in here. And as you can see, this is getting really full. I'm going to have to harvest this system soon. We do have some more of the Vitamix that looks like food scraps in here, but it looks like they're doing well. Oh, it looks like we've got a lot of pot worms in here too, maybe, which are composters. They do break things down. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there are, it looks like baby pot worms on there. So this is the first time I've seen them in the system, actually, that I can think about. So I'm surprised that I'm seeing this many, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you get some good stuff, sometimes not. Maybe some stuff you don't want as much. But look at these worms, nice and healthy. Lots of large ones in here that are going to be able to lay lots of cocoons. As we get to the bottom here, again, there's still some more of the food cycler mix that's left. It looks like it's dried out, but you can see here, this is definitely leftovers from the food cycler. Maybe we don't need to add food. Maybe we just need to add moisture this time. Get this moist again. Get this system going. I'm trying to dig down pretty deep into the system and bring all this stuff back up to the surface here. And you can see there's even more pot worms in here. There's lots of white pot worms I'm seeing in this area especially. I don't know if we can see them on here. It's really hard when you've got white bedding like this. It hasn't really disintegrated into here. But I think we might try to maneuver this a little bit more to maybe add some more moisture and maybe add some more biochar. But again, lots of large worms in this system. They're doing a great job of composting. Jumping around like crazy right there. And you can see there's still a lot. Well, there's actually a lot of food left in the system. I did feed a lot last time. And this is some biochar here. Needs to be mixed in a little bit more. I'm just trying to dig towards the bottom here. And as we get to the outside, as I'm digging that way into the bedding, and I'm getting some more of the edge, I'm getting more of the bedding in there, as they can't get to those edges quite as well as it dries out, unfortunately, around this edge. So this edge dries out in these systems because this is all fabric. And this fabric lets a lot of moisture in, or moisture out and air in to dry it out. But so far, the system still looks very good. I don't know if we really need a big feeding like I thought. I thought we would by now. But I think maybe we just add a small amount of food here into the center, bury it in, and then add a little bit more, or a whole lot more moisture, I think. So we're just going to add a small feeding right here. We're just going to add a little bit. And we're going to add a lot of moisture to the system. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a cup. And instead of using my sprayer, I'm going to add some biochar first. All right, it takes a second to scoop it up here. So we got biochar in this cup. You can see it's dark black, pretty thick, but that's okay. Just going to put that off to the side. You got to mix this in pretty well into this. This stuff is dry, so it really soaks up moisture like crazy. So we got to mix it in there. As you can see, this already looks pretty dry. A little bit of moisture on it, but it really starts to soak in. So we got to add some more moisture here in just a second, but I just want to try to make sure we get all the little, it kind of gets to the outside, but it doesn't get into the center of things. So I'm just trying to move things around to make sure the moisture gets everywhere it can. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab, I have some water over here to the side. And this is actually from a fish tank, so this is already has a lot of microbes in it. I'm using the same container, by the way, to grab this as well, so that's why it looks a little black, but it's actually fish water. All right, there we go. So we've got that kind of, we have this part now fed. We're going to go ahead and cover this up. We're not going to add any fresh cardboard this time, or new cardboard. This is pretty full. I'm going to have to do a harvest on this very soon, and we're going to dump this out to harvest it probably. So what I want to do now is, instead of adding more paper, I want to just get all this paper wet. I'm not going to add any food to the top. I'm always going to dig the food back in, but I'm going to just add a whole lot of moisture here to try to get this just fully activated. And this is, as I said, this is used fish water, so it should have a lot of nutrients in it for the worms, a lot of microbes. And I really can't put too much because, as I said, it can drain out the bottom, and there's a space back down there so it can get out. And if it's high enough where it can get back into the system, it'll soak back up in here. But right now, we just want to get this really, really wet. It's way too dry for the worms. Try to get all these sides wet as well. A little bit of, looks like some plant matter in there from the fish tank as well. I've got some algae, or Java moss, I think it is. There we go. Maybe we'll add just a little bit more of the biochar to the top as well. I really do like adding this biochar. This adds sort of a texture to the material. Also changes it so it's a little bit darker, which I do like as well. Makes it easier to film. Although that's not the reason why I'm doing it. There we go. I'm going to just go ahead and mix this up a little bit here. So we're going to go ahead and get all of this that we can. Hopefully, the only thing I'm worried about with doing this is getting mold that grows on top. But I'm hoping that this will sort of dry out a little bit. But the thing is that the biochar tends to hold moisture just a little bit better. And I can already see water coming out the bottom of this system. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this up again and move this out of the way. So you can see there's water draining out, which is fine. We can always take it and dump it back in, or we can just let it dry in the basement here that way. So it's not a big deal that there's water coming out of the system. And hopefully this will soak up some water, and we'll get these, get the fish going, or get the worms going here with this fish waste. Let me just add a little bit more. There we go, just like that. And look at that. With that, we're ready to go and cover these worms back up with their plastic covering. This is hopefully enough moisture to kind of get them going again, get everything be a little bit better. If I really, really had issues with moisture, I could wrap something around it as well to kind of keep the sides a little bit more moist. And I have debated on doing that with some bubble wrap or something just to kind of keep that in there. But I really do like being able to have it dry out a little bit, because otherwise this can get too wet, especially as air can only go in through the bottom and the top then. And you'd be cutting off a lot of circulation for the worms, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to leave it like this. I think so far this system is doing very well, but it will need a harvest very soon, maybe within the next month, or maybe even before, maybe the next week or two. We'll maybe do a harvest of this system where we dump it out, go through it, sort it through, and then restart this system, along with adding some of these worms to the urban worm bag that I had the African night crawlers in. That one seems to, there's no night crawlers left as far as I could tell. I did dig through that one. And I think this is my last system left with African night crawlers in it. So with that, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down below. And thank you.